GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. Sunny skies and gentle swells are set for our beaches, while heavy rain has left up to 4 inches in parts of the county. Traffic's clear and National Night Out kicks off tomorrow with food, DMOS, and fun. Over to you, Jake.
Tomorrow morning, free yoga on the beach begins at 6 a.m., open to all ages. Located at the north end of 5 Mile Beach, bring your own mat.
Certified instructor Maya Patel will lead the sunrise session, offering gentle stretches and breathing exercises, and registration is available online through the Wildwood community portal.
Parking is free in the adjacent lot on Ocean Avenue. Pets are welcome on leashes, and participants should bring water, sunscreen, and a towel for post-practice comfort.
Lots to get to tonight, but first our sunrise beach yoga kicks off tomorrow, free for everyone. Bring a mat, water, and a smile. Let's begin. Good evening, Wildwood. NJ101.5 brings today's beach forecast for the New Jersey shoreline, highlighting sunny skies, mild temperatures, and gentle swells along Wildwood's boardwalk and bays. Alyssa Kowalczyk has the full story.
Sunshine dominates the New Jersey shoreline today, with clear blue skies stretching from the boardwalks of Wildwood to the bays of Cape May. Temperatures are expected to hover in the mid-70s, offering comfortable warmth without the sting of heat. Light breezes will drift offshore in the morning, and the Atlantic will roll in gentle swells of 2 to 3 feet, ideal for casual surfers and paddle boarders. Beachgoers can count on a steady tide that keeps sandbars exposed, making wading and swimming easy and safe. The forecast also notes a moderate UV index, so sunscreen is advisable for anyone staying out long. This outlook gives residents and visitors the details they need to plan a beach day. Alyssa Kowalczyk, GMNA News, Wildwood.
Heavy rain is pounding parts of the Garden State, with reports of up to 4 inches falling in areas such as Cape May County since early this morning. The storm, driven by a strong weather system, continues to unleash intense downpours across several counties. Officials say the flooding potential remains high, and motorists are being urged to exercise caution on wet roads. Parks and recreational sites are seeing cancellations as grounds turn soggy, and some local events have already been postponed. Emergency responders are on standby monitoring water levels in low-lying neighborhoods. Residents with outdoor plans are advised to check local updates before heading out, as conditions could worsen through the afternoon. The situation stays fluid, and we'll keep you posted as more information becomes available. Travelers along the coastal highway are being warned of possible delays, and schools in the hardest-hit districts may suspend classes later today.
National Night Out returns tomorrow across New Jersey, with NJ101.5 reporting a series of community police events that will feature demonstrations, free food, and a range of activities. One of the highlighted locations is South Brunswick's Roland Park, where organizers expect around 8,000 attendees. The evening is designed to bring officers and neighbors together, offering safety demonstrations and opportunities for informal conversation. Officials say the gathering is part of a broader nationwide safety initiative aimed at strengthening police-community relationships. Similar events are slated for towns statewide, each promising a mix of music, games, and information booths. Residents planning to attend are encouraged to check local schedules for exact start times and any special programming. The night promises a relaxed setting for building trust and sharing resources throughout the Garden State.
U.S. Senators John Fetterman, Dave McCormick, Ron Wyden, and Kirsten Gillibrand have introduced the Spotted Lanternfly Research and Development Act, aiming to fund research against the invasive pest threatening regional crops. Alyssa Kowalczyk has the full story.
Senators John Fetterman, Dave McCormick, Ron Wyden, and Kirsten Gillibrand gathered on Capitol Hill Monday, August 3rd, to introduce the Spotted Lanternfly Research and Development Act. The bill allocates federal money for studies aimed at stopping the invasive insect that's damaging crops across Pennsylvania and nearby states. Lawmakers pointed to a recent surge in lanternfly numbers and called for coordinated research on detection, control, and long-term management. Fetterman warned the pest can devastate vines and hardwoods, while McCormick cited losses reported by orchard owners. Wyden and Gillibrand noted the insect's ability to hitch rides on freight trains, spreading beyond borders. The bipartisan proposal now moves to committee for review. Alyssa Kowalczyk, GMNA News, Wildwood.
Today, NJCom highlighted a simple etiquette cue that regulars at New Jersey's clothing-optional shoreline have been using for years. When a fully clothed visitor strolls onto the sand, seasoned naturists reply with a single word: respect. The one-word reminder appears on social media posts, beach sign flyers, and casual conversations along the Wildwood boardwalk. Organizers say the term captures the core of the unwritten code, keeping a respectful distance, avoiding unsolicited comments, and honoring personal space. The report notes that the tip has helped reduce awkward encounters and encourages newcomers to enjoy the beach without misunderstanding. Local officials reiterated that the beach remains a public space open to all, and that mutual respect keeps the atmosphere welcoming for both clothed and unclothed guests. Signs at the main entry now display the word, reminding all beachgoers of the simple principle. Stick around, because after this break we'll dive into the Back Bay redevelopment plan unveiled for waterfront revitalization. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Good evenings, Wildwoods. City officials in Wildwood revealed the Back Bay redevelopment plan on August 1st, outlining a mixed-use vision for the historic waterfront. The proposal calls for new housing units, commercial space, and upgraded promenades along the bay. Planners say the design will preserve the neighborhood's character while injecting fresh activity, aiming to draw both residents and visitors to the area. The city highlighted that the project will blend modern amenities with the existing architectural style, creating a seamless transition between old and new. Officials noted that the redevelopment is part of a broader effort to revitalize the Back Bay district, supporting economic growth and enhancing public access to the water. Community meetings are scheduled later this month to gather feedback as the city moves toward detailed design and potential financing soon.
Wildwood celebrated America's 250th anniversary with fireworks, reenactments, and community activities along the boardwalk, drawing visitors and highlighting the city's heritage. Sean Mulvaney has the full story.
Celebrations kicked off on the boardwalk on the 1st of August 2026, as crowds gathered for a day of fireworks, living history displays, and family-friendly activities. The city staged colonial-era reenactments, with actors in period dress demonstrating daily life, while a series of pyrotechnic bursts lit the night sky over the pier. Local musicians provided a soundtrack of folk tunes, and vendors offered regional foods to visitors strolling between stages. Throughout the afternoon, hands-on workshops let children try traditional crafts, and a historic walking tour highlighted Wildwood's own past. Organizers said the events aimed to honor the nation's 250-year milestone and to draw tourists to the community. Sean Mulvaney, GMNA News, Boardwalk.
Wildwood Crest officials announced plans to extend Fishing Pier out over the ocean, with construction slated to begin this fall. The project will add extra decking, giving anglers more space and opening a broader stretch of waterfront for use. Officials say the extension responds to a surge of community requests for better fishing opportunities and easier shoreline access. The city expects the work to proceed through winter months, with crews using marine-grade materials to withstand the surf. Once completed, the longer pier should boost local recreation and could attract visitors to the boardwalk area. The council will monitor progress closely to keep disruptions to nearby businesses and beachgoers to a minimum. The plan follows months of public input, and officials note the work is covered by the waterfront improvement budget. Construction will be phased, with crews focusing on deck first to keep the current pier usable for weekend anglers.
Artisan studio owners announced today they are leaving a well-known Wildwoods shopping spot to concentrate all work at their flagship store and studio. The move, described as a consolidation effort, will see the creators shift production, sales, and classes to the larger downtown location where they already showcase their handcrafted goods. Shoppers who frequent the popular promenade will no longer find the studio's pop-up booths, but the owners say the new setting will allow a broader range of items and more space for demonstrations. The decision follows months of planning to streamline inventory and expand the flagship's footprint. While the exact relocation date hasn't been set, the team expects the transition to unfold over the coming weeks, aiming to keep customers informed through their website and social channels. Local patrons hope the new space will become a vibrant hub for craft lovers across 5 Mile Beach.
Cape May County Zoo invites public to vote for a new Grant's zebra foal, with finalists Gloria, Gemma, and Tara. Voting began after Friday announcement on August 1, 2026, with donations required. Sean Mulvaney has the full story.
At the Cape May County Zoo, a newborn Grant zebra has become the focus of a community naming contest. After a Friday announcement, voting opened on August 1st and will run through the end of the month, letting visitors choose between 3 finalists, Gloria, Gemma, and Tara. Each vote requires a modest donation, with proceeds earmarked for the zoo's ongoing conservation and education programs. The zoo staff say the foal's striped arrival has already drawn crowds, and officials hope the contest will keep families coming back while supporting the facility's budget. Residents can cast their votes online or at the zoo's ticket booths, and the winning name will be revealed at a special ceremony next week. Sean Mulvaney, GMNA News, Cape May.
Now let's turn to the forecast and see what tonight's skies have in store.
A strengthening south-southerly jet fuels a high-pressure ridge, locking in warm, humid conditions through tonight. On this date, the all-time high reached 88 degrees in 2024, a brief surge that rode the tail of a late summer heat wave that pushed temperatures above the 90-degree barrier across the region. The all-time low of 55 degrees fell in 2022 during an unseasonal cold snap that slipped a polar front far south, dumping Arctic air into the lake effect zone. By contrast, the climatological normals sit around 80 degrees for the high and 70 degrees for the low, keeping today comfortably within the long-term range. Scanning the live loop, the echo-free canvas stretches from the lake shore to the inland valleys, with no precipitation signatures at all. The quiet reflects a high-pressure ridge that has sealed off lift, while the southwesterly jet aloft slices the column, steering any moisture eastward away from our basin. With the ridge strengthening through the night, we expect the skies to remain clear until after sunrise. Right now, the city sits at 77 degrees with a partly cloudy veil and a dew point of 73, pushing relative humidity into the 90s. A gentle south wind at 17 miles per hour is already gusting toward 27 miles per hour, delivering a noticeable breeze across the waterfront. The atmosphere is dominated by a high-pressure ridge that is rising, capping any ascent and keeping the air stable. Overhead, a 63-mile-per-hour southwesterly jet streams the mid-levels, reinforcing the ridge and flushing any lingering moisture eastward. With the ridge in place, tonight will stay clear, temperatures slipping to 70 degrees by midnight. UV index holds at 6, wind remains from the south, and there are no active alerts. That brings us to the 5-day outlook. Looking ahead, Tuesday will be overcast with a high of 77 and a low of 70, keeping humidity high under a lingering cloud deck. Wednesday remains cloud-filled, reaching 81 at its peak and dipping to 72, with a 35% chance of rain as a weak frontal boundary nudges east. Thursday clears dramatically, holding steady at 81 degrees and a low of 77, offering a crisp night under clear skies. Friday repeats the warm pattern, high 82, low 73, and a 35% rain probability as a late-day disturbance taps the southern flow. Saturday eases back to partly cloudy, high 81 and low 75, as the ridge solidifies and the jet stream lifts northward, promising a stable end to the workweek. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Traffic Clear will preview what's on today with National Night Out, Wildwood, and preview the Flyers' 2026-27 season. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
All main arteries are moving freely this morning. Route 25, Highway 1 and County Road 7 show smooth flow with travel times at or below normal. Downtown Main Street reports no backups and the bridge over Willow Creek is clear. The Parkway loop around the lake is also open, no slowdowns at the roundabout. With no accidents or construction, commuters can expect a steady ride through the mid-morning. Look ahead to the afternoon rush as school dismissals begin around 1 o'clock and shoppers head to the mall on River Road. Expect a modest buildup on the eastbound lanes of Highway 1 near the shopping center after 2 o'clock and a short queue on County Road 7 near the high school around 3 o'clock. Otherwise, the network stays clear, so you're good to go. The clear skies and dry pavement keep travel times steady, though the waterfront promenade may see a light rise in vehicles after 4 o'clock as evening events begin.
National Night Out lights up Fox Park tonight, free for families from 5:30 to 10, a chance to meet neighbors and local police in a relaxed setting. Early this morning, Yoga on the Beach invites anyone who wants a sunrise stretch with the sound of the surf, a gentle way to start the day. As the sun sets, Mud Hen Brewing hosts Cheesy and the Crackers, delivering live tunes from 5 until 9, perfect for a casual dinner and a drink. Looking ahead, the Wildwood Crest Summer Music Series and Food Truck Festival rolls out this Saturday at Centennial Park, promising a day of free concerts and tasty trucks that will draw crowds from across the shore. And midweek, the Wildwood Tattoo Beach Bash kicks off on the beach, a bold mix of ink art and party vibes you won't want to miss. And now here's Luke with sports.
Summer heat can't cool Wildwood fans' appetite for Philly sports action. The Flyers head into 2026-27 demanding a playoff berth, and the linchpin will be Dan Vladar's ability to match his rookie numbers while staying healthy. If he backs up a defensive core anchored by Joseph Woll and a fit Tyson Forrester, the club can turn expectations into reality. Any slip in net or injuries could derail that push. Eagles Camp Day 3 left fans watching rookie defensive ends Mackay Lemon and Lee Stowers still finding their rhythm. Neither has yet shown the dominance expected from a top 9 pick, so the coaching staff must accelerate their development if the line is to sustain Jalen Hurts' passing attack throughout the season. Day 3's non-padded session highlighted how Jalix Hunt and Jalen Carter energized the Eagles' front seven, delivering crisp reads and relentless pressure. Their performance suggests the defensive line could anchor a more aggressive scheme, giving Hurts extra time and forcing opponents into mistakes as the regular season approaches. The only notable setback from Day 3 was offensive tackle Cameron Williams landing on the injury list, leaving the left side of the line thin. With the Eagles still shaping their protection schemes, his absence could push a backup into a starting role and test depth before preseason games. Saturday's standard practice saw Byron Young, Zach Bond, Jalen Carter, and Ty Robinson rotate through drills, reinforcing depth across the defensive front. Consistent reps for these youngsters signal the coaching staff's intent to keep the rotation flexible, which could translate into fresher legs and more pressure on opposing quarterbacks. With A.J. Brown's departure, the Eagles' offense loses a veteran deep threat, and the locker room feels noticeably quieter. That void pushes younger receivers to step up and forces the coaching staff to redesign route concepts, making the passing game's evolution a key storyline for the upcoming season.
St. George's Beach Outlet on the Wildwood Boardwalk has just marked its first big expansion of the season. The family-run retail shop, known for surfwear, beach toys, and local souvenirs, saw a flood of customers during the 4th of July holiday week. Owner Nancy Salib laughed that the store was swamping with shoppers, turning a slow start into a surge of sales that lifted the whole block. That momentum is already spilling over to nearby cafes and surf schools, reminding us how a single busy weekend can reboot a summer economy. For Wildwood, places like Nancy's keep the boardwalk humming and give families a reason to linger a little longer. Stay tuned, because after the break we'll reveal how in-store clothes shopping returns for users is reshaping retail. Don't miss it.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Good evenings, Wildwoods. After weight loss from GLP-1 medication, about 11% of American users are heading back to brick-and-mortar clothing stores from coast to New Jersey to try on new fits. Alyssa Kowalczyk has the full story.
Shoppers on GLP-1 medications are heading back to brick and mortar clothing stores, eager to try on outfits after shedding pounds on the drugs. Retail staff nationwide report a rise in fitting room traffic, with customers noting dramatic size changes. Data indicates roughly 11% of Americans on GLP-1 drugs are now seeking in-store fittings, reflecting a broader post-diet shopping wave. In New Jersey, boutique owners say demand for personalized measurements has risen sharply, prompting some retailers to expand fitting areas and add quick change rooms. Experts point out that the feel of fabrics and seeing how garments drape in real time remain strong reasons for the shift back to physical stores in many markets today. Alyssa Kowalczyk, GMNA News, Wildwood.
Both Walmart and Target are overhauling aisle layouts and product placement in stores across the country, including New Jersey, to streamline navigation and enhance the shopper experience. Alyssa Kowalczyk has the full story.
Walmart and Target are rolling out new store layouts aimed at easing navigation for shoppers. In the latest wave, aisles have been widened and signage updated to guide customers more clearly to key categories. Product placement is shifting, with high-traffic items moved to the front of aisles and staple goods grouped together for quicker access. The changes are being implemented across stores nationwide, including several locations in New Jersey, such as a Newark outlet and a Jersey City branch. Executives say the redesigns are part of a broader effort to improve the in-store experience, reducing the time it takes to find items. Shoppers will see the new configurations over the coming weeks as the rollout continues. Alyssa Kowalczyk, GMNA News, Newark.
Thank you, Wildwood, for joining us on the local sunset. Tonight's highlight, a glimpse of the historic 250th anniversary celebrations lighting up our boardwalk, reminded us why this town shines. We appreciate your time and we'll be back tomorrow with more stories that matter to you. Stay tuned for tomorrow's update on the upcoming pier extension.